Hello Year 10. Today we're going to carry on looking at frequency trees, but how we might sort of apply other parts of maths which we've looked at before, so ratio, percentages and fractions, and how we can use that to answer these questions. So similar to the videos we've done before, I'll do an example and then you'll have a go, and we'll do that twice, and then there's some questions for you to have a go at. So example 1. 50 Year 11 students were asked if they walked to school. The ratio of male to female students was 3:2. So my total is 50 and I've got male students and female students. Now the ratio is 3:2. So in total I've got 5 parts in my ratio and that is equal to 50 students. So one part of my ratio is equal to 10. And then we can see here that there are 3 parts which are male. So there must be 30 male students. And 2 parts are female students. So there must therefore be 20 female students. Okay. The next piece of information that I'm given is that 60% of male students walk to school. So I've got that 30 students are male and I need to find 60% of that. So I would say let's find 10% first of all. Well, 10% of 30 is equal to 3. So 60% I need to times by 6. And that tells me that there are 18 male students who walk to school. If there are 18 male students who walk to school, there must be 12 male students who don't. Okay, final piece of information that I'm given is that 2/5 of female students do not walk to school. So if 2/5 of female students don't, we need to find out what 2/5 is. So 1/5. So to find 2/5 of 20, we're going to divide by the bottom. So we'll divide by 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Then I need to times this by the top. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So there are 8 female students who do not walk to school. So I can complete that there, which means that there must be 12 female students who do walk to school. Final part of this question says calculate the probability that a member chosen at random was a female who does walk to school. So a female who does walk to school is equal to 12 out of the total 50. And that does simplify to 6 over 25. So okay, what will probably be quite helpful now is if you pause the video and then have a go at the your turn question, which I'll put on. It is also on the slides, and then we'll do one more example. Okay, hopefully you have now had a chance to have a go at that, and now you can see the whole question, and we'll run through the solutions to that one now. So we've got 100 students took a test. The ratio of female to male students is 9:11. So I've got 100 in total, and I've got some female students, and I've got some male students. Again, I'm given a ratio to begin with, which is 9:11. So that tells me that there are 20 parts in total in my ratio, and 20 parts is equal to 100. That means that 1 part must be equal to 5. And so the number of female students is going to be 9 times 5, which is 45. And the number of male students is going to be 11 times 5, which is 55. Okay, next piece of information here that I'm given is that 8/9 of females passed. So we're told if students either pass or do not pass. Okay, so to find 8/9, Remember, I need to divide by the bottom and times by the top. Now the number of female students is 45, so 45 divided by 9 is equal to 5, and 5 times 8 is equal to 40. So 40 female students pass, which means that 5 female students don't pass. Final piece of information, 20% of the males did not pass the test. There were 55 males, so let's find 10% by dividing by 10. So 10% is equal to 5.5, which means that 20% is going to be double that, which is 11. So 11 males did not pass the test, which means that 44 did pass. And the final thing that I'm asked to complete here is calculate the probability a member chosen at random was a male who passed the test. So a male who passed is 44 out of the total of 100, which simplifies to 11 over 25. Okay, so example 2 we'll have a little look at now. We've got 80 employees were asked if they used the free gym membership offered. 50% are male, 50% are female. So we're told there were 80 in total. Half are female, so that means there must be 40 female, and half are male, so there are 40 male. Okay, 40% of the female employees use the gym. So they either use the gym or they don't. Now, 40% of 40, well, if over here we say 10% of 40 is equal to 4, so that means that 40% of 40 we have to times by 4 is going to be equal to 16. So 16 females use the gym, which means that 24 females do not use the gym. Next thing we're told is that 5/8 of all employees use the gym. So we're not told distinctly about the male employees here. We're told in total 5/8 use the gym. So we need to find out what 5/8 of the total is, and the total is 80. So we're going to do 5/8 of 80. So divide by the bottom. So 80 divided by 8 is equal to 10, and then times by the top is equal to 50. So 50 people in total use the gym. Now 16 females use the gym, so that means 50 minus 16 is 34, so there must be 34 males who use the gym. If 34 males use the gym, then that means that 6 males do not, because there are 40 in total. And the last thing that I'm asked to calculate is the probability that an employee chosen at random is a male who uses the gym, which is equal to 34 out of 80, which is equal to 17 out of 40. And if I was asked to do this as a percentage, here I would use my calculator to find out what 17 over 40 is as a decimal, and then times that by 100. So if I just put here as a percentage, 17 divided by 40 is equal to 0.425, and then 0.425 times 100 would be equal to 42.5%, just so that you recall how to calculate that as a percentage. Okay, what I'd now like you to do is pause and have a go at your turn too. So I'll just pop this one here, and this is also on the slides, but if you pause and have a go, I'll try and make sure that that is clear for you to be able to read, and then we'll go through the solution in a minute. This ratio here is 7 to 5, by the way. Okay, so hopefully you've had a go here. We're told there's 150 students in year 7, and they were asked if they joined a sports club. So we've got 150 in total. 60 of the students are male. So if we're trying to calculate what 60% is, well, 10% of 150 is equal to 15. So 60% means we'll have to times this by 6, and that gives us 90. So there are 90 male students, which means that there must be 60 female students. Okay, the ratio of female students who have joined a club to the ratio who have not joined a club is 7 to 5. So they either have joined a club or haven't. And in my ratio 7 to 5, there are 12 parts in total. So I've got that 12 parts is equal to, and this is only talking about the female students, so that's equal to 60. That means that 1 part must be equal to 5, because 60 divided by 12 is 5. And so 7 parts, the people who joined a club, is equal to 35. And 5 parts is equal to 25. Last thing we're told is that 4/5 of the 150 students have joined a club. So in total, 4/5 have joined a club. So we need to determine how many males have and haven't joined a club. So 4/5 of 150, well, I'm going to do 150 divided by 5, which is equal to 30. And then 30 times 4 is equal to 120. So in total, there are 120 students who've joined a club. 35 females have joined a club. So 120 take away 35 is equal to 85, which means 85 male students must have joined a club, which means that 5 male students haven't. And the final thing here you're asked to do is calculate the probability a student chosen at random is a male who has not joined a club. Male who has not joined a club is 5 out of a total of 150, and that simplifies to 1/30.